Okay, so yeah, this was me in 1985. It's the same guy. That's my dad. And we had to wear those big hats, and in England we still wear these big hats, you know. So, and I'll let you, for those who read English, I'll let you read that. But I think probably one of the most important things I can say is, since around 2006, I have worked on how the police have used their stop powers in the United Kingdom and have campaigned from inside the police about the misuse of those powers.
Porta des del 2006 treballant amb la policia amb aquest tema de racial profiling,
de les parades de
qüestions racials i també des de dins de la policia, o sigui, treballant amb els agents i això per solucionar això.
So I think these are the important things I want to say about racial profiling being real. Training, data, media and publicity, which is what is happening right now here, and reform in general, and also this phrase, holding your nerve, which is more for the police than maybe for the people in this room.
Well, I don't know. Bueno, la primera cosa és que les parades per motius racials són reals, no és algú inventat. Llavors ell el que ha fet és entrenar els agents de policia, recollir informació, fer publicitat del tema a través del mèdia i del que sigui, suposo.
So it's really important to say, I think I may be preaching to the converted, so everybody in this room knows this, I'm pretty sure, but profiling is real. When I talk to the police about it, and there may be some police in the room, I don't know, but when I talk to the police about it, they don't think it's real. Some of the police, they don't think it's real. And so if there isn't any data, then it's really difficult to have that conversation. But even without the data, ask around. Ask your family, your friends, and this is 2 police officers. Then they tell the truth, you know, then you find from people's experience, even if there's no data, that profiling is real. But of course now, thanks to SOS Racisme, we have some data, which is brilliant, so well done to them.
Exacte, que és fundamental tenir informació sobre el tema, si no recollim informació tot és molt vago, no? I això és el que estan fent.
It's in the DNA of the police to collect data. So it's not like they don't collect it very often, they do it all the time, in many different ways. One of the first things that a police officer will do when they have an interaction is get out some sort of pen or paper or a pad or something, a device, and start recording things. It's in their DNA. So for them to say, we can't record data about stops, is a lie, because of course they record data all the time.
Exacte, o sigui, quan fan una parada ells necessiten, o sigui, la policia bàsicament en el seu ADN és recollir dades i comparar i no sé què, llavors quan et diuen que hi ha un aturament per qüestions racials i et diuen que no tenim informació, no tenim cap data, no tenim res, és mentida.
So in the United Kingdom the police have recorded data on stops since 1986. But that's only the start of the process, because recording the data alone is not enough. What you have to do with the data is share it, make it available to the public, to activists, to politicians, to academics.
Sí, ells porten... 1986. Ells porten recollint informació des del 86, o sigui que clar, la informació està. Una altra cosa és que es comparteixi i que s'expandeixi. Maybe it doesn't happen, right? They don't share it, no?
Okay, so this link and some others I'll share later, and I'll put them on Twitter, on my Twitter, which you'll be able to see, is where you can look at the data, the UK police data. So not all of not the personal information, but data about police stops is online. It's being shared right now. You can look at it, and it looks like this a little bit, but this is all of the different police areas in the country. You can look at their data and see what stops they are doing. So that's good. You still have to do something more with it, but this is really, really important.
Hi ha un pas que ara hi ha aquesta web que tu pots mirar la informació i pots veure més o menys quan, en funció de les zones, si han parat més gent o això, com funciona.
Okay, the next thing quickly is training. I say training quickly, but I worked on developing national training for police officers in the United Kingdom on how they use stops and on implicit bias, on unconscious bias that everybody has, but obviously when the police have it, it is damaging and dangerous, and so they need to be made more aware of it.
Sí, ella ha estat entrenant agents de policia perquè els seus prejudicis que tenen inconscientment no surtin a l'hora de fer la seva feina, no? Que en el seu cas és molt important.
It's not a magic pill, it doesn't solve it, but it improves things. The next thing is sort of challenging the police organisation to accept that it needs to change and it needs to improve, and using the media to do that is important to get support. You need to publicise what you're doing again, which is what is happening today.
Això, que per aconseguir suport has de publicitar i has de publicitar tota la informació.
And then I have a long list of, when you're going to make changes to policing. All of these things are important. We don't have time to talk about all of them now. But to the police, these are important. And I know for some people it is... I'll stop. For some people it's very difficult to work with the police because of our experience of the police. So campaigning against the police, taking legal action against the police, those things are important. Working with the police is important as well.
But, okay, I didn't understand what do you mean?
Okay, so campaigning, this work where the police are being challenged is important. So doing things to the police is important.
Okay.
Doing things with the police is also important.
Vale. Sí, bueno, de la mateixa manera que hem de col·laborar amb la policia, tot això, i també hem de posar la policia a la palestra, com si diguéssim, no?
Okay, so to finish, I just have the nudge. There's some conclusions which I'll let you read and I'll let you translate. But I think they're a repeat. They're basically covering the things I just said. So. And on that note, if you would like any more information, if you want more information, then please get in touch. Thank you.